everyone, welcome to my channel, The Media. I'm Andrew. In this channel, we'll be looking at disruptive companies in order to realize exponential gains. If this is your first time in my channel, feel free to go through all the old videos, and if you see what you like, consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any of my videos. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support, and to all the join members, thank you so much again. You've taken your support to the next level. As is with tradition, I'm going to give a shout out to all those joint member. The 7th joint member is Jackie Lynn. Thank you so much for your support. I've seen a lot of your comments, and so I'm great that you have joined and become a member. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And please remember that I'm not a financial advisor. Everything in my video is my opinion and strictly for educational purposes. If you are new to OTC penny stock trading, please use the links that I have in the description box and open an account with Charles Schwab. If you use the link, then you're supporting my channel and you get some free money. I'm not endorsed by them at all whatsoever. I also use Webull so that I can trade before and after hours. The link is also in the description box. You'll get free stocks if you sign up with them. And without further ado, let's get into it. Today, we're going to be doing an update on SRMX, Saddle Ranch Media, mine, Minerco. Yeah, only these two companies. In fact, I found two articles that I think is very relevant to SRMX. For Saddle Ranch Media fans, I think you would find this piece of news to be encouraging. But let's just look at their graph for last Friday and see how they did. It's at 5/10 of a penny, and 6 months ago, it was as high as 2 cents. The first one is an article that was published on December 8, 2020. It's entitled, Dell's Latitude 9510 is the first 5G laptop on T-Mobile. So it was about 11 months ago that Dell announced that it said that it would be one of the first 5G PCs. And now the Latitude 9510 is on its way, and it's officially the first laptop to support T-Mobile's nationwide 5G network. According to Dell's 5G tests, you'll get speeds that are up to 3 times as fast as 4G LTE. And here is the sentence that relates to SRMX, and I think that fans should be excited about this. Dell also touted new use cases such as IoT, Internet of Things, autonomous driving, and more. But as far as 5G in a PC goes, it just means faster speeds. The Dell's laptop, supported by T-Mobile, it just brings us closer to TriCase's IoT vision. And I found another article published February 22nd, 2021, which explains the advantages of a 5G laptop. So basically, this person wanted to measure how fast 5G on the laptop, 9510. As always, with cellular connectivity, speed depends on where you use it. And he says at his home, he got download speeds ranging from 110 to 195 megabits per second, and 17 to 35 megabits up, which is perfectly acceptable for most kinds of business computing, including video calls. And a lot of people say, well, you can get the 5G on the laptop, 5G on your cell phone. So why does 5G is relevant on the laptop? Well, it's because, your battery is going to be so drained. And with the fact that with 5G on the laptop, remember with Tri-Cascades, Internet of Things, and transform your house into a smart house just with voice activation, they have the main computer, sort of like the control center for all of that. And so imagine with this faster internet on this laptop, everything's just going to be so much faster, a lot faster communications through voice activation. And I think this is a huge catalyst for Tri-Cascades, which translates to dividends for SRMX investors. As far as Minerco is concerned, mine, so I attended their weekly conference call, and I'll give you a summary of basically what happened at the conference call, all the things that I think that they updated that are significant for Minerco investors to know. That conference call was led by IRP, the investor relation partners, the company that Minerco hired to represent them. And they're saying that they were hired to help rebuild credibility for the company. I covered IRP in the last Mine video. He started out by saying that Mine has a first mover advantage, although they admit that, with Mine and crypto, they're not the first to think of that combo. But they think that if everything goes well, they will be the first publicly traded company to be selling psilocybin products. Went over some of the catalysts that I've already covered. I have a machine that can produce 1 million tablet a day. And here's information that I didn't know, that they're planning to move the other machine that they have in Jamaica over to their flagship location that they're right now discussing a leasing contract. Flagship location will be in Ann Arbor, Michigan, but they cannot release the location as far as the address is concerned. They will have a press release on it when everything is all established. It will be a wholesale outlet, plans to have 30 pills per bottle. So if they're going to be moving the other machine from Jamaica over, that means they'll have two machines. This machine that they recently have can produce 1 million pills a day. So I imagine if the other machine is also the same machine, then that's 2 million pills a day. I also look up Ann Arbor, the city in Michigan, and I think there is another reason why they chose this location. So check this out. Ann Arbor is a city west in Detroit in the Midwestern state of Michigan. It is home to the sprawling University of Michigan, known for its research program. So basically, it's a university. And I think that they're going to have distributions around this area because that's where they will have a lot of customers. So I think that's a pretty smart move. I imagine that their location perhaps is not be too far from the university. I don't know. This is just my assumption on my part. And they took some time to explain the recent dilution. They understand dilution is not something that investors like to hear, but because they are in the beginning, they need capital for growth. And so for that reason, dilution is reasonable. They also spoke about March 1st, 2021 when they launched ShreWcoin, and they have 2,000 customers through ShreWcoin Pay. And they anticipated that the upcoming revenue capital that's gained from ShreWcoin will be part of that quarterly earning. Also, they spoke about the recent acquisitions of Webull and mentioned that Webull generates a revenue of $2 million per year. And so this new subsidiary, this new acquisition, the revenue that comes from Webull will be part of their upcoming revenue. Understood from what they're saying is that, you can assume a better revenues because of these two new catalysts. I assume what they're trying to communicate is that their upcoming quarterly earnings will be positive. They are very excited with the partnership with Sean Kingston because Sean Kingston has a following about 2 million viewers on Twitter. Also that they will soon be engaging with other media outlet just to get more exposure. So I assume that they have like upcoming interviews in the pipeline. And they also mentioned that they're going to be pushing for states that have decriminalized magic mushrooms, psilocybin, which makes sense, right? And they mentioned that they could just stay in Jamaica on that, but they think that there is a future under this presidency. And so they're going to start with Ann Arbor, Michigan, because this area is quite liberal. And they also reiterated that Mine is a startup company. They are still in its infancy. And so for any investor who have invested in OTC penny stocks must know that there is risk associated with these types of companies. And they were very open up about investor contact. There was an individual who asked about photos of their flagship location. And they said, if you want photos of the location, you can contact the IRP team directly and they would be more than happy to send those photos. However, they will only be sending photos of the interior, but not the outside of the building. They mentioned they don't want to deal with issues of rating and these types of things, At least they will not release that information until everything is finalized. So from what I get is that IRP is very willing to work with folks who want more information on Mine. Always a positive development. We always want to have transparency, clarity, and good communication. IRP representative believes that Mine do not belong in OTC Pink, and they will work hard to get to OTC QB, which again, and they will try to be on time with their filings in order to pave the way for that. So I think this is all great news. I hope that you find these updates to be helpful in your investment decisions. Please comment below and let me know. I will continue to release more videos, so please stay tuned. Thank you very much for your support.